Hey y'all, I'm Kris, and this is It Worth It, y'all? And today we're gonna go over week 7 or 6.5, depending on how you count, of the Three Rivers Challenge Pantry Challenge. Like I said before, Jessica at Three Rivers Homestead started this pantry challenge about 7 years ago. I've participated. This will be my third year, the first year I filmed it. And we're gonna go over what we did on week 7 and how that went. Well, let me tell you. Week 7 sucked. I don't know a better way to say that. We we pretty much spent our budget because we lacked planning. We found a really good deal on pasta and stocked up, and it was just a rough week. Okay, y'all. Let's see. We went into this with our $50 budget. It went into this, and we had spent the $10.44 for the milk for the freezer. Oh yeah, we're at $49.70 already, and it's February 15th. So yeah. So had we not done this stuff, we would have still only spent the $10.44. So we went to Aldi for Super Bowl day because we were like, we only needed a couple things for Super Bowl, and it was stuff that was not on the list. The only thing that was on the list was like lettuce and cilantro. So Super Bowl, we spent $9.01. And then I stocked up on pasta. Y'all, there was a deal at Aldi for fettuccine and angel hair pasta for a 2-pound box, and it was like $1.69 a box. I bought 6 boxes, okay? I just did. I had to. You can probably see them right over there. There they are. There's the little culprits. It was so good. It was so worth it. It was such a great price. Now on, let's see. When did we do? Oh, what was it? A couple days ago, I went to Aldi because they had a computer desk advertised. And so, of course, I went in there and went to the computer desk and went, ooh, that's cool. When then I accidentally went down the milk aisle and got milk because I didn't want to get the milk out of the freezer to thaw. And then I found that pasta, which made me go back again and get more pasta. That was a bad day. That was just a bad day. So now I will say we did go for the lack of planning. We had pork butt in the freezer, but one night we smoked a pork. Well, one day was like really, really nice outside, and we spent all day outside, and we got the smoker out and we smoked the pork butt. Well, that morning I'm like, we got frozen pork butt. We're not gonna be able to smoke it. So yeah, we went over to this grocery store, grabbed a pork butt, walked in, walked out. Only got the pork butt, but for a lack of planning and impulse buying, we have blown the budget. So I'm not too mad at it. It did suck though, because it's just amazing to see how fast you can impulse buy your way completely out of your grocery budget. So that was a good lesson learned. So I will chalk it up as, yeah, our budget's gone, but I think we learned a lot about our spending behaviors and that I need to stay out of the grocery store. But we did get a stock up item. So, I mean, what do you do? All right. So let's go over our meals. We are in she's in her apron book planner. And Thursday was fish ramen. I filmed it because we're going to have a ramen video come out because tonight is pork ramen. So I'm going to combine those 2 meals. Oh my stars, was it wonderful. So weirdest combinations, but you know what? It worked. And then on Friday, we went ahead and smoked that pork butt. That was that was the beginning of the roller coaster ride way down as far as grocery stores and spending. Oh, then we got a crazy wild hair while we were out, and I was bored, and it was in the morning, and we were going to be outside all day. I was like, hey, let's go through the McDonald's drive-thru. Y'all, fast food is done for me now. That's it, and that's all. I hadn't had fast food in so long. My stomach hurt so bad afterwards. The food did not taste like it tastes like cardboard. It just, and I usually love me a sausage, egg, cheese biscuit in the morning from McDonald's. It was gross. It was gross. And not only was it gross, I did get my sweet tea though. It was disgusting, but it was $16. I did not include that in the budget because if I had, we're going to call that entertainment. That's not happening again. it was so disappointing. We've been eating good for 6 weeks now. This is week 7. Yeah, definitely not going through a drive-through anymore because it's just not worth it, and it's not cost effective. Okay, Friday we did our smoked pork butt. We just ate the smoked pork butt and corn on the cob. We smoked the corn on the cob too. It was all we ate for dinner that night. It was so good, so good. So then we took that pork and went bananas with it. You'll see. So Saturday morning, like I said last week, we planned another cereal day. So we had cereal. And then that night, I used some of the pulled pork off of that pork butt because I had a thing of cabbage in there I needed to use and had carrots left over. And I had these egg roll wrappers. We made pork egg rolls. To die for. I believe I have the footage for that. Then on Sunday for Super Bowl, I made homemade chips. I had forgotten that I hadn't made homemade chips in a long time. And one of the kids called me up and says, "Hey, Kris, will you make homemade chips for me and I'll come pick them up?" I said, "Sure." Then I thought about it. And then we ate one, and that started the Super Bowl trip to the grocery store. Oh, we need melty cheese, and we need to make some corn tortilla chips for us. And I was like, well, then if we're going, let's go get cilantro. And the Super Bowl run happened. So yeah, Friday we went, Sunday we went. But I tell you what, the Super Bowl nachos, so good. So glad we do them. On Monday, I had an event to go to. So I actually had a dinner that I had to attend. And so I ate at the dinner, and everybody else had the leftover egg rolls. On Tuesday, part of that go to the grocery store and get the computer desk trip, I got a pack of hot dogs, not on the list, because I had the croissant rolls as a part of, that was just in the refrigerator that I needed to use. So I made fancy pigs in a blanket, and we had another round of leftover nachos. So I did film the pigs in a blanket because it's a really cool hack. So last night, we did another one of those, do dinner and then meal prep. And so we did a massive freezer clean out of hamburger that we had pre-cooked a while back, like November. And it wasn't packaged properly for the freezer. So we had to get that out and use it before it was freezer burnt. And we made a massive batch of sloppy joes, homemade sloppy joes, the best. And if I hear it doesn't taste like manwich, it's not supposed to taste like manwich. It's supposed to taste better, which I think it did. Anyway, we had enough for dinner, and then we actually, and I filmed it again, and it'll be on another a full-length video later, canned up 3 quarts of sloppy joe. So now the next time we want sloppy joes, we just plop it in a bowl, zap it in the microwave, put it in a pan, put it on the stove, and heat it back up. Sloppy joes are ready because they're just sitting on the shelf now. So it was a good week overall as far as the dinners were concerned. But man, every time we turn around, we're at the grocery store. And had it not been a lack of planning or an impulse buy, we would have just bought milk and some cilantro. But we just went bananas this week. I don't know what happened. But we've learned. Now we've learned. Now we know. The list coming out of the pantry is getting pretty awesome. Let me see if you can see it. Oh, there it goes. We're using a bunch of stuff, y'all. We're starting to see a couple little holes here and there. I am starting to work on a stock up list. It's not that long, y'all. It's not that bad at all. I really didn't even need the pasta that I bought, but it was such a good deal, and it was a type of noodle that we use a lot. And I'm like, okay, well, couldn't pass that one up. So that has been the hardest part, is seeing those stock up deals and having them walk past you and go, take me home, and being in Pantry Challenge. The fettuccine and the angel hair pasta said, take me home. And I said, okay. And it jumped in my cart. I do think, looking back at our goals, obviously if we have to go get anything, we're going to blow our budget, but I'm okay with that. That was a mess. Anyway, Are we going to be able to reduce down to one reach and freezer? I think so. I think we're actually going to be able to, we're going to be able to make it. I think we're going to be okay. So I think that's going to be awesome. I think we're going to hit that goal. And other than that, that's all I've got to report for week 7. We're going strong. Like I said, man, that was a mess. That was definitely a mess. All the trips to the grocery store. So I think we need to, as a family, figure out what shopping looks like moving forward. I'm thinking maybe a once a month thing, or we're going to have to put some barriers around shopping, like have a hardcore budget number. And then we're going to have to, I think, like maybe twice a month, but only let ourselves go to the grocery store on certain times. Now, and then give grace where if we see a stock up item and it's on the stock up list, then yeah, go get it. But I don't know. I think we got to rein the shopping in. It's you can spend so much money so fast and not even realize it. So that's something we're going to have to work on moving into March after Pantry Challenge. So, all right, guys, I hope y'all enjoyed that. I'm so glad that we're documenting this. I hope you guys are enjoying it. I know we are learning so much about our habits and our spending habits and our eating habits. And this has been just so refreshing to be able to document this with you guys. So if you haven't already, like this video, subscribe, please. It's free. Just go click the button. And then whenever I post other recipe videos coming up, you'll be able to see them. So with that, until the next video, bye, y'all.